I guess everyone can hear my voice. So, the topic that we are going to discuss today is a very important topic that we can relate with our daily life. That is, the negative effect of internet and social media on our mental health. Because these days, uh, most of the time we spend on internet. So roughly on an average, every day we spend around 8 to 10 hours and sometimes more than that. And it's good, definitely. It gives access to different kind of information, but at the same time, if we are not able to use it in a proper manner, it actually affects our mental health. So today we are going to discuss few things that we can be aware of and how we can use internet in a more mindful manner so that it does not affect our mental health negatively. And I hope you all will agree that irrespective of the age, maybe 5-year-old child, or maybe uh, old age people, they are all in the internet. So maybe in social media, maybe on YouTube, maybe in some other platforms, and we are constantly consuming information through videos, through articles, through different kind of photos, infographics, and so on, which is good, actually, which is good, because in this age of internet, uh, the education and gathering knowledge has become very accessible and available, and sometimes even free of cost. So you can go to YouTube, or even you can come to Second Life and you can learn so many things without paying anything, which is a wonderful, like we are actually living in a wonderful time where we can really take advantage of internet and grow and become a better person. But there are some things which really uh, affects our mental health and the way we think and the way we interpret things, the way we consume information, so the way we buy through different online shopping sites. So let's discuss all these things topic wise, like point wise. So the first point that I'm going to discuss is a social comparison, and there is a term called FOMO. Anyone knows what is the full form of FOMO? I think it's quite popular these days. Uh, Anyone have heard about this term called FOMO? And anyone the full form of FOMO? Okay. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yes. Fear of missing out. Yeah, Suki is right. Yes, Liz, it's called FOMO. It's a very recent term which is used for social media. Now, what happens when we spend more time on social media, or we see curated reels and other photos and videos which other people are posting regarding their life? We start comparing ourselves with them. Okay, we think that oh my god, I'm not doing anything, sitting here using Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, and those people are going for exotic vacations. They are purchasing some wonderful gadgets, or they are uh, going to different restaurants and they are having delicious foods, because we see those photos through social media, and it actually makes us sad. There are some research happened and there are some researches going on as well where this comparison with other people on social media, if we spend more time, it actually makes us sad. And uh, in social media, people always post happy memories or joyous memories or the perfect moments, but they do not talk about their unhappy memories or the time they went through depressions or something which they did not like. And seeing only the positive things, we are comparing ourselves that they are very happy and we are very sad. That's not true because both the positive emotions and negative emotion, both the positive incidents and negative incidents makes our life worth living. Okay, just like a battery, positive side and negative side. Uh, if a battery has only positive side, you cannot run anything. So both of these things are needed to value life, to appreciate, to practice gratitude. Without the darkness, we would not have understood the meaning of light or the value of light. But in social media, unfortunately, people only post the things which are good in nature, and they sometimes use filter, they use different kind of music in the background, and it makes us feel that they are having wonderful life, and our life is very miserable, which is not true. And it's very toxic in nature because we are comparing, and this comparison sometimes does not happen with our awareness. Sometimes it happens subconsciously. Even we, without knowing, we compare it at the back of our mind, which affects our mental health. The next thing is a kind of addiction. Okay, uh, when we use any kind of social media or we are watching shorts, YouTube shorts or Facebook shorts or any other kind of internet content, it actually activates a reward pathway. So when we engage in any pleasurable activities on internet, the brain releases dopamine. So dopamine is a neurotransmitter which is associated with reward and motivation. Like social media is something which actually uh, secretes dopamine inside our brain. Like whenever we are getting likes, we are getting comments or any kind of notifications, it actually trigger a dopamine release, and it creates a feeling of satisfaction, and we feel good about ourselves. Okay, because that's what dopamine does, just like smoking uh, or some other kind of addiction, but we are not aware that it's also an addiction. So what happens, and sometimes we do not even know. Suppose you are just swapping a different kind of shorts or different kind of short videos or short contents. We do not know what is the next content. So if I'm watching 30-second shorts, I do not know if I swipe what will be the next content, and that actually create a variable reward reinforcement. Okay, because uh, it becomes unpredictable, and we never know, like if we post a photo or if we post something, how many likes I will get, and what will be the next content if I scroll down or swipe, and that even makes it more enticing. So this variable reward system is very stimulating to the brain, and it keeps us coming back for more, hoping for the next dopamine hit. So we think the next video will make me more happy, the next comment will make me feel good, the next like will motivate me, and we actually get trapped in this cycle of dopamine release. And in the long term, what happened? We get uh, uh, we get trapped into neurological adaptation. Now, what is neurological adaptation? Which is very common for any other addiction. Like over time, when we frequently use social media, the brain adapts and it may require more and more stimulation to achieve the same level of dopamine release. And this can lead to compulsive checking and increased spending time online because the previous level of the dopamine our brain already adapts to it, so I need more dopamine release inside my brain so that I can feel good about myself. And that actually happens. Not only social media, even some other internet platform as well. Luckily, we are in Second Life. Second Life is a way better than any other internet platform, as per my opinion. I can discuss later on, but not today, that why Second Life is much better than any other social media. Okay. And another thing which happens, like when we, yeah, so variable reward are the most impactful on learning habits more than consistent rewards or punishment. True, true, Pratalinka. Right, very true. So it's a psychological concept. Okay, sometimes this concept is even used in advertisement. Okay, now what happened uh, when we spend long time in social media and suddenly we stop? We have a withdrawal symptoms. Just like if you have any medicine, like any medicine for depressions or antidepressant or any medicine for sleep, suddenly if we stop it, we have withdrawal symptoms, and we again come back to social media and we start spending more time. Okay, and another thing, it has also been found that those people who spend more social media and spend more time on internet, they actually feel lonely. It can lead to the feelings of loneliness. Like superficial online interaction actually cannot replace the in-person connection. So that is why for those people who are working from home, because post-COVID, many people are working from home, including myself. Even I am also working from home. At least once in a week or twice in a week, we should go out. We should meet our friends and family. We should have some, offline interaction. So that is very important. Now, apart from this, the dopamine and the reward pathway, another thing happens, which is the sleep disruption due to this excessive use of internet. Like this, whenever we use any screens, be it mobile phone, be it laptop, be it a tablet, it actually emits a blue light from the screens, and sometimes we find very stimulating content on social media or on YouTube, and that can actually disrupt our sleep patterns. So we think, okay, now we are not feeling sleepy, let me just watch YouTube for some time. And what happens? Even after 1 hour, 2 hour, we do not feel sleepy because um, that light and the stimulating content from internet keeps our brain very active, and we do not feel sleepy. So I had this habit. I used to keep my mobile phone on my bed till I feel sleepy, and actually it did not work. So later I found out one remedy, you know. So what I did, I started an audiobook. I did not look at screen. I started an audiobook, maybe a half an hour audiobook or maybe an 1 hour audiobook, and I closed my eyes and I just listened to the audiobook. It could be an audiobook, it could be a podcast, and I feel sleepy, and I did not have to go through different kind of content and did not have to look at the screen. And there is one thing which has been very popular in past 2 3 years, and that is shorts. uh, 10 seconds shorts, 30-second shorts, uh, sometimes 1 minute shorts. And again, whenever we are, and I have seen people, they are uh, watching shorts non-stop for 1 hour, for 2 hours. They do not have any awareness of time. They get, they become absorbed in the world of shorts. Now, what is happening here? Why it is detrimental for our mental health? Each shorts or short videos that we are watching, it is teaching our brain to have the focus only for 10 seconds or 20 seconds, because the next shot will have a different subject, will have a different content, and we can skip it and we can go for the another shot. So it is actually decreasing the concentration power, the attention span. And whenever we are actually studying any subject or we are learning something, we are trying to attain mastery on a particular skill, we need concentration, we need focus for a sustained time period. But these shorts actually teaching our brain, uh, yeah, yeah, right, right. So these shorts actually teaching our brain to focus only for 10 seconds. And then um, it distracts our mind. So we are living in a highly distracted world. Um, and sometimes because of this distraction, we are not able to focus on what really matters, because we forget. We just get absorbed, immersed in this world of distraction. Okay. So after this sleep disruption, another thing affects our mind, that is the body image issues. Because whenever we see anything on social media, any product or any person, most of the time they are photoshopped or they use filters. So their skin is always like bright, glowing, like we see in any advertisement. Uh, and again, we start comparing ourselves with people. We start comparing our product with another product that we have seen in advertisement, and it actually it leads to dissatisfaction and very low self-esteem, especially for people who are very young, like they have just entered into teenage years. Or because nowadays, mm, I have seen even a 5-year child starts using internet. And I don't know about any other countries, but in India, if you go to different houses, you will see that without watching videos on mobile phone, some children do not even have food. So their parents have to give them the mobile phone, then only they will eat food. There is another reason for that, because all the time they see that their parents are using their mobile phone. And sometimes, just yesterday I went to a mall and I went to meet one of my ex-colleague, and I saw one family, uh, one husband, one wife, and two of their daughters came to have lunch, and each of them opening their mobile phone and fidgeting their fingers while having food. And I think it's pretty common, which you can find in your city or your country as well. Okay, we are never mindful when we are having food, and many teenagers, many young people, I have seen them having food, watching something on their mobile phone. I'm not saying it is bad, but it's actually not good when we are having food with our family. Okay, because when we are having lunch with our family or dinner or maybe with our friends, What's the point of coming together and having a lunch if we are all busy with our mobile phones? Okay, so yeah, I have seen this, and you must have seen that as well in your place. Uh, so this body image issues is another problem which happens in social media. Um, Not only social media, there are many advertisements are also targeted on this particular thing. That if you purchase this fairness cream, you will look like a actress. If you use this makeup products, you will feel good. Or maybe if you buy this particular product, you will feel happy. And we are constantly, chasing all these things in our life, thinking that the next big thing that I will purchase will make me happy. It may just for a few minutes, or maybe 1 day or 2 day, and then again we start chasing different products in our life. I can remember one Persian poet. I don't know whether you have heard about him or not. His name is Rumi. He was a Persian poet, and there is one quotation of Rumi that is, everything that you want, you are already that. Everything that you want, you are already that. And that particular quote, Yalis, Rumi, right? So that particular quote resonated with me because I was also into that, uh, consuming things. Oh, great, great, great. Maybe later I will explore all the quotation. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Rumi. So earlier, I used to think like in that way, like if I purchase these things, it will make me happy. Just like, we have a destination syndrome. So maybe the next job, the next partner, the next vacation, the next mobile phone, the next dress, the next house, the next car will make me happy. It may for a short while, but then again we start chasing. So, this particular quotation, what we really want, you are already that. That means all the things that we are looking for, it's already inside us. So, if I am not a peaceful person, I will not be able to find peace in any relationship. If I am not happy, I'll not be able to make another person happy. If I am um, always chasing, and if I'm always um, uh, competing against other, I cannot teach what is contentment to another person. So uh, that's the quotation of Rumi, that all the things we are looking for, it's already within us. We just need to introspect and realize and discover. Okay, now there is another funny topic that I wanted to cover, and it's pretty common in social media, and that is web wrangling. Anyone knows what is web wrangling? There is a term for that, web wrangling. It means when we are, yeah, let me type that. It's called web wrangling. Okay, so web wrangling is basically when we are arguing with strangers on social media. Maybe it's a political issue, maybe it's a religious issue, maybe it's a day-to-day events, and we are constantly typing and commenting on someone's thread and arguing with stranger whom we do not even know on the topics which does not even matter after uh, 1 year. But sometimes our ego pricks us. Our ego stimulates us. Write this comment. Prove that you know the right thing and they know the wrong thing. Uh, you're better than them. Sometimes our ego manipulates us in a very clever manner, in a very intelligent manner. And we forget one thing when we do this argument on social media, and the topics could be different topics. Just like I told you, like politics, religion, everyday stuff, sports, climate change, anything. Whether we should opt EV vehicle, or whether we should stop cutting trees. There are different discussion is going on. Discussion is good, but it takes a form of argument. It takes a form of debate. Who is right and who is wrong? And it goes on and goes on. So what are the negative thing about that? So the first thing is, like, some strangers online uh, often have a very entrenched views. So we think that if I type something, if I comment something, we will be able to change their mindset. I will correct someone. That is never possible, right? We cannot control another human being. We can control only ourselves. So we cannot change anyone. We can only change ourselves. And seeing that transformation, many other people can get changed, but directly we cannot change. Just like I told you the example of using mobile from a very early age. A 4-year-old child, a 5-year-old child is using mobile phones, seeing videos, playing games, because they see their parents doing all the time. So if a parent they start reading books, automatically the children will also start reading books, because they, when they are very young, they are very absorbing in nature. They absorb everything from surroundings. If they see their parents doing exercise, they will also start doing exercise. If they see their parents having healthy food, they will also start having healthy food. This web wrangling is very common in social media, and it goes in circle, and it's a mood killer. Okay, it's a mood killer. So like arguing online, we spend a lot of our energy, and we feel frustrated, uh, and it actually kills our mood. So better we should focus on something positive. And also we spend uh, enough time on this thing, on arguing, rather than we could learn something, we could read a book, we could watch a movie, we could listen to some good music, we could connect with some friends and family, the people who we love and care. So it also a time killer as well. And when we do this kind of arguments, it's actually like nothing positive comes out of it. It's not a productive thing. And I have seen people spending every day 3-4 hours on social media doing this thing. So this is how the negativity breeds. And sometimes, just like, yeah, many live discussion debates intentionally provoke emotional escalation and conflict to drive the algorithm in their favor. This drives our physiology towards anger, anxiety, and depression. True, Protlinka. Not only in social media, even in media as well, in television as well, to increase the TRP. TRP. So sometimes they instigates all this thing to increase the TRP. That is very true. And just I told you, like, our ego sometimes manipulates us, sneaking inside our mind and tell us, just prove you are the right person, he is the wrong person. But there is a dignity in walking away. So we should see the bigger picture, and we should choose the peace over pointless arguments. uh, like mental peace is much better than arguing with strangers. And I have even seen that in Second Life as well, in some places, that people are arguing and they are just um, saying nasty things about each other. No positivity, no productivity. It just go on and go on. So now, now these are all the problem that we have discussed. Now, how we can use internet in a productive manner. No, in a problem. Our life is full of problem, our world is full of problem. Now what are the solution? How we can find the solution? So for next 5 minutes, let's discuss about that how we can find solution. Okay, first thing is we should be mindful of our internet consumption, especially when we are using our social media. Okay, like there are many plugins, the Chrome plugins or the Safari plugins or Mozilla Firefox plugins, and even in your mobile phone also there are many apps which measures the time spent on social media, because if we cannot measure, we cannot develop the insight how much time we are spending on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram. So first we have to measure it. So this plugins or app actually helpful because it shows us how much time we are wasting on social media. So I set a rule that I follow every day, like 30 minutes I spend on social media. I do not use many social media. I just use Facebook because I have got a ideal mindfulness page on Facebook, and sometimes I use um, LinkedIn for my professional purpose. And I watch YouTube videos which are longer, which is not short. Like I do not watch like 10-second, 30-second videos, because I actually went through this experience, because I became very exhausted, I became very confused, I became very um, tired watching all these shorts. And yes, right, same here. I watch a longer video, and after 1 hour, I asked myself, what did I learn? Yeah, yes, yes. So after 1 hour, after 2 hour, I learned myself that I have spent 2 hours on Facebook or in some other platform. What did I learn? Nothing. Nothing I could learn. So all the things that I have seen, I thought they are very important, because our mind was geared into that FOMO thing, the fear of missing out. But after 2 hours, after 3 hours, I, felt nothing important I have seen. So here mindfulness comes, because the more we practice mindfulness, we develop this ability, this this awareness that where we are spending our energy. It will not come in the beginning, but if you start practicing mindfulness for like after 2-3 months, you will see uh, an insight is developed inside your in your mind, and like, you can find out, okay, now I'm doing it too much, now I should get out of social media. Okay, now I'm having too much food, I should stop now. Okay, uh, from my experience I can say that this insight is developed after spend practicing mindfulness for some time. So you find an inner compass inside your mind which points when you are doing too much. And there are some mental disorder, like I met a person who was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and every month he was spending like $1,000 to like 1,000 to $2,000 to buy things online, because he thought that those things will make him happy, which did not. And he found some dopamine release when he was unboxing different product. It made him happy for 2 days, and then again he was looking for um, another product online. Okay, so the first thing is we should be mindful about our consumption. The second thing is we should curate our feed. So if you use any social media, when you find some news, when you find some content which is not as per your interest or as per your psychology or your mindset, you can just unfollow or block that page or block that particular channel. Okay, otherwise it will keep showing you different kind of feeds of their content. I do that in Facebook. Whenever I see something which I really do not like or which is not my interest area, I block that, so that next time I do not get that kind of content. So that also you can do. The third thing is we should also be mindful of unrealistic portrayals which happens in internet world. We always think the other person is perfect, the advertisement of the product that we are seeing is perfect, which is not the case. So this we should be mindful about these unrealistic portrayals. We all are human being, and we all are a little crazy, we all are a little flawed, we all are a little broken, and that's all right. That's what our life is all about. So we should stay away from this perfectionist culture where we have to look very perfect, we have to have a perfect car, perfect house, perfect family, which is pretty unrealistic. Yes, and uh, we should practice gratitude. Okay, one session I have a plan to do specially on gratitude, where I will talk about different studies happened in different universities, like how gratitude can rewire our brain. Okay, and how it teaches us to become happy with less things. Uh, how we can become happy with uh, very less things in our life. So gratitude has a amazing, a wonderful effect on our mental health. Yeah. So maybe next week, Liz, I can cover this topic, the gratitude, the power of gratitude. Okay. And another thing that I do, whenever I'm doing something on my laptop, I take a break after every 1 hour, and then we have a terrace. Okay, so I just walk for 5 to 10 minutes on the terrace, or usually I do not keep my water bottle on my desk, so that I have to get out. I have to get up, and I have to reach to the water filter from where I can wash my glass, and I can fill the tumbler, and then I can have a water. And it's also a kind of mindfulness exercise. So I never keep water bottle on my desk, because the moment I feel thirsty, I have to get up and I have to go to the next room, and some body movement happens, and then I go to the terrace. I just walk for 5 to 10 minutes, and then again I return. It also refreshes our mind. Walking is very underrated thing. We go to gym, we go do some other thing, but even if we do walking every day, like for 45 minutes or 1 hour, that's a wonderful exercise. Okay. And it's even good if we do that, amidst nature. Okay, I am trying to use body mindfulness breaks to monitor my own emotional and physical state. Is this fascinating discussion having a negative effect? Am I agitated? Is my blood pressure going up? Are my muscles getting tense? Am I micro? Okay. As the book says, our body keeps score. True, true. Okay. So, what Protlinka said, that whenever you are taking a break, you can practice, yeah, a body awareness. Okay. And that time could be spent even doing mindfulness. So it's a, both way it works. You are taking break, and at the same time you are practicing mindful awareness. So it's a great idea, Rotlinga. Okay, so that is another thing that we should do. We should never sit in front of our laptop or any kind of screen for more than 1 hour. And that is even scientifically valid. If you go to any psychologist or psychiatrist, they will tell you the same thing, that at least take 5 to 10 minutes break in between your work, like after every 1 hour or after every 1.5 hour. And another thing that we should get enough sleep. Okay, due to all these electronics gadgets and mobile phones and tablet, our sleep gets disrupted, our sleeping pattern gets disrupted. So you can just play instrumental music and you can try to sleep, or like what I do, I play a audiobook. Like after this class, it's around 12:40 a.m. in India. I will play an audiobook and then I will just try to sleep. But I will not watch anything on the screen. And if you think that you have been very addicted, you have been very addicted to internet or social media, you should get a professional help. There is no shame uh, seeking help from someone who is experienced. Like I was reading an article that a girl went to a psychologist because whenever she posted photos, she used to get a lot of likes, and later on the likes decreased. She thought that maybe people are not liking me enough. Okay, so her self-esteem decreased, her confidence decreased, and it went to a point that she had to go for counseling, because the social media and all this internet platform affects our mind in a profound manner which we are not even aware of. So you can even watch a documentary called The Social Dilemma. Maybe you can find it on Netflix. So if you are interested about this subject, you can get more information. But Second Life is much better than any social media. Maybe our one session will be on why Second Life is much better and good for our mental health. Okay, so that's all from my side. If you have any question, I'm very glad to answer. I'm sorry I take long time today. I hope I did not get you bored and monotonous. Yes, Liz. Yes, Liz. We do not realize. We do not realize that how it is affecting our mental health. So just a few questions, uh, and then we can close this session. And I have started. Oh, thank you so much, Pratinka. I'm glad that you could find it helpful. And I have opened a YouTube channel and where I'm going to post the entire session in case someone missed. Actually, Sunny gave me this idea that you can record because many people could not come due to time difference. So I'm recording right now this entire 45-minute session. I will put on YouTube, and maybe later on, if you miss the event, you could see. Yeah. Any question about anything that we have discussed today? No, I am not that deserving enough. I am far from becoming a writer or good podcaster. Okay, okay. Any question? Anyone have any question? You can share your experience as well because we also learn from each other here in this community. Okay, Liz, thank you for joining. See you next Monday. Yeah, okay. Okay, so no question. Even if you have question later on also, you can post on our Discord. We have a, Discord channel about sun vibes and ideal mindfulness. So whenever I will have any time, I will give you the reply there. I will answer you there. So even after 1 day, 2 day, if you have any question, because I also learn from you. We are in an evolving journey where we can learn from each other. Okay, then next Monday is fixed. Next Monday we are going to discuss about the gratitude research and how we can, become a better human being and we can have a more productive life and how we can, spread compassion to other people through gratitude. Okay, thank you so much. Namaste, and see you on next Monday. Bye. Bye.